Hey guys, hope everyone's good. Bit of bad news, I'm sure you're all aware by now. I detached my bicep on Monday. Today's Sunday. I've had it reattached, which is the good news. We're now 3 days on from the surgery. So I've got the sling off and I'm able to move my arm, move my hand. The surgeon told me it's good to get it moving now and again, just to sort of aid the recovery. So I'm doing exactly what it's told me to do. It's one of these things, all I did is throw a lazy hook. Nothing too strenuous, it's just like a lining up hook to sort of line up a backhand. It just snapped off. It's probably an underlying issue from strongman. I probably half detached it from my strongman days and then just a hook, probably throwed a bit too hard. It was just enough to take the rest of it off and it rolled up my arm, as you can see by the footage in a little bit. So this video shows me doing the injury, it shows me getting the surgery, and it shows a little bit of the aftermath as well. Bad news is the fight is going to be off until probably March next year, speaking to the promoters. So, you know, the fight's definitely not off, but it's going to be rescheduled, which I'm not happy about. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there not happy about. So I apologize to everyone out there that's, you know, paid for pay-per-views and tickets and flights and whatever else. I massively apologize. It's one of these things that just cannot be helped, but the fight is still on. So guys, enjoy the video. Big thank you to Ali Noorani, Dr. Suresh, Dr. Roger. You know, these guys went above and beyond to get me booked in. I mean, I did the injury at 4:30 on Monday. I made a phone call and I was booked in for surgery at 5 o'clock on Monday. So pretty insane. 2 weeks I'll be back training. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So I think about 6 weeks I can start back boxing. And then it's the comeback. So it's not the end of the world. And yes, it goes for an advantage, but it needs all the advantages you can get. So I'm not that bothered really. So yeah, enjoy the video guys. Apologize to everyone, but thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. And I'll see you all soon. Big love. Oh no! Tore my bicep. It's off. Hey guys, hope you're all good. Big accident last night. I tore my bicep doing boxing, just throwing just literally a lazy hook, but with a very straight arm, biceps rolled up. So I'm in the Harley Street Specialist Hospital today just to get x-rays, get the scans, and then see if I need surgery to get it reattached. So I'm just gonna get stuck on the x-ray now. Threw a hook in boxing, too much of a straight arm, and it's took my bicep away, unfortunately.
Turn it like that,
You know,
as much as you can.
you're asking me there, mate. So we've got Dr. Noorani and his friend, is it Roger?
Prof. Roger there. Yeah.
These two lovely gentlemen are the ones that are going to slice me up and fix me all.
So Ali is in States,
Right.
Roger is in Brussels.
Hey guys.
We are in London. There we go.
Thank you so much for your time and effort on this, really appreciate it.
You know, Professor Roger Van Reed, he hates me saying this, but he's the #1 elbow guy in the world, yeah?
Wow.
No, I love it.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
Can you tell anything?
Yeah, they looked at the X-ray. There's a good thing is there's no sort of avulsion fractured leg now. So from the X-ray, both have looked at it. Let's go and do the scan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pulled back. I'm just trying to measure how far it's gone up. So it's gone about 7 centimeters.
yeah.
An easy fix, that's what I like to hear. Did I hear you say you might want me awake for the operation though?
If you want, yeah.
Not really. It's the most easily attachable and it's the best outcome for healing as well. So, I mean, 2-month recovery. So we reckon I'll be back in action after 2 months. Yeah. Obviously that's down to me to eat properly and recover properly and sleep.
Rehab is going to be the key as well as the fixation.
I've actually, the hyperbaric chambers, I've got them everyone delivered on Friday. So surgery Thursday, hyperbaric Friday, couldn't come in at that time. Right, okay, just out of the hospital. So this is where I'm going to be having the surgery. Apparently they've got a big theatre in the basement where they're going to do the surgery. So it's not ideal. It means I've got to travel down from Stoke again into London and get the surgery here, and then I'll probably spend the night here, and then I'm back Monday to see the other surgeon who's in America. One of them flying in from Belgium to do the surgery, the other was flying back from America on Monday to do the aftercare, and then I've got Dr. Suresh doing the PRP and everything, so it's crazy. But I did this 5 o'clock last night, and first thing the next morning I've got it diagnosed and surgery's booked in. So, you know, we're talking, was it Tuesday today? So 2 days and I've got surgery booked in, so I'll see you then. Not looking forward to that. Right, we're back down in Harley Street. So I've had a few days at home, been miserable, playing the PlayStation and whatever else, but we're back. So talking to the surgeons, it sounds like I'm going to have the operation done awake. So they're going to numb my arm, put a screen so I can't see, and then operate, and I'll just be playing games on my phone or cards or chess or something, I don't know. But I've had operations done awake before, and I must admit they are absolute torture. I had a hernia done. The guy said you wouldn't feel a thing, and all he gave me was 2 tramadol and gas and air, and it was like a scene from Hostel. And I felt every prod, every rip, every incision, and it was not nice. So I'm hoping this one's a bit different, and I hope I get a bit more than a couple of tramadol and gas and air. I'm travelling back on the train straight after, so it's going to be really uncomfortable, and they've just give out a 2-week heat wave as well, so perfect timing to be in a sling and being uncomfortable. Can't wait for that. So we're going to get in there, get the consultation, talk through the process basically, so I'll see you in a minute. Hello sir.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
Let's have a look. You want to stand up?
Sure.
So maybe that's difficult for the camera, but you see straight away that the muscle here sort of ends there, so it went up. And then there's a flat area, but it is swollen though. You can feel it.
Yeah. Well, I compare it to that side, yeah.
See? There's a big difference. And then what also happens is when I rotate, the muscle doesn't really rotate with it.
Yeah.
So the muscle stays, whereas on your good side, when you rotate passively, see the muscle going up and down? That doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
And then the final test, when I try to hook the tendon, there's no tendon.
Yeah.
So that basically confirms what we found in the ultrasound. Huh? Pull towards you, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And now rotate inwards and do it again. No problem?
No pain.
Okay, perfect. Have a seat. So that last test tells me that everything's gone, that the entire tendon is ruptured.
Yeah.
Because if it's more painful in pronation, then that means that some of the tendon is still attached. So this means that basically the whole tendon is gone and disrupted completely. And that's more or less what we found in the ultrasound as well. Would you like me to explain what we do for surgery, or you prefer not to hear?
I think it's pretty easy going, isn't it? You slice me open, you pull the tendon down, and you staple it back onto the bone where it once was.
No, that's exactly it. What we do is make a relatively small incision. My finger has to fit inside.
Yeah.
Then I'll flex your arm up, and then the tendon is about here.
Yeah.
So if my finger is long enough, I'll be able to fish it out. Sometimes it doesn't work.
So you fish it out behind the tendon.
Yeah, I'll find the tendon. That's why it was so important that it be done as quickly as possible, because now everything's there's still fluid around it. It's not grown back. It's not scarred there. So we'll be able to find it. Sometimes, especially in big arms, sometimes that's too far away. So then I'll have to make a second incision here to basically fish it out on this side, suture it, and get it back. So normally, I'll draw it for you. So if this is your arm, but this is called the tuberosity. And this is where the tendon has to be attached, and normally is. When it ruptures, it goes up. So it goes all the way up into your upper arm. What we do then is we find it, and I suture a little button, 1.2 centimeters by 4 millimeters, and I suture that to the tendon. We drill a hole of about 8 or maybe 9 millimeters into this bone there, and 4.5 millimeters into that part of the bone. So you know that the bone has what's called a cortex and a medullary canal. So the tendon, then we have 2 sutures here and there, and those sutures we get through that little hole there. Then I pull on one of them, and when I pull on one of them, the button will be straight up, horizontal, or vertical, sorry, and then when I pull, it goes through, and then once it's through, I can feel that. I pull on the other one, and then it becomes a button, like a button in a shirt. Exactly the same. Well, when we have this, your tendon by that time will be in here, right? So that means that the tendon will be shortened about nearly a centimeter. Also,
Does that affect range of motion or anything?
Initially, yes. Initially, you'll be stiff.
The arms to stretch out again.
Initially, you'll be stiff, but that will stretch out. Generally, they'll stretch out within a few weeks. What I haven't told you yet is that part of the tendon will be diseased. So the diseased part will also cut.
Diseased.
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't rupture. So this rupture is something that happens all of a sudden. But really, the tendon has been suffering for years and years. That's like micro trauma.
Yeah, so it's probably something I've done in the strongman 10 years ago that's
possibly
resurfacing.
Normally, the tendon is attached just around it, on the bottom of it. What we do is we drill a hole in the center, and we do that for two reasons. First of all, if we drill a hole on the side, it might break.
Yeah.
And secondly, as soon as we put our guide wire through, there's a nerve here, which is very close. It's about between 5 millimeters to a centimeter away from where we want to put the button. So if you put it perfectly,
5 millimeters.
yeah, sometimes it's that close.
So if you touch that nerve, that can cause.
Then you'll never use your wrist again. That's one of the complications that we really, how do we say that we really respect. So we're very careful for that, and that's one of the reasons why we put it in the center. Because when we do this, with the distance between the nerve and the tendon, nerve and the button becomes greater.
Right.
But that also means that you lose a little bit of supination strength. So just your rotation strength will be about 95% of the other side.
Okay.
Flexion strength becomes the same. So after about a year, that's when most tests are done.
Yeah.
After about a year, the flexion strength left and right is the same. That's it. Do you have any questions?
Obviously, I know the risks about afterwards and what recovery-wise, getting back into training.
Yeah. I was afraid you were going to ask that.
Yeah.
And also prepared. I knew you were going to ask that. Yeah, so normally, I'll tell you what the normal story is, what I tell most people that have a bicep tendon rupture. There's like two groups. There are groups of my age, 50 years old, with bad lifestyle, and they lift something, it falls, and they rupture the tendon, basically almost in the same way as you described, but then when something falls, they try to grab it and it ruptures. Second group is people like you, big guys, who are very athletic, who also do overuse of their body despite the young age. And the second group is the more dangerous one because they're very motivated and they want to go ahead. So what we've done over the last about 10 years, we've been becoming more and more aggressive with our rehab. And in your case, the same thing. So in general, I try to get the arm straight on the table. So when you're still asleep, I'll try to get it straight, or as straight as I can.
Yeah.
If we feel there's too much tension on it, then we might give you a plaster or a splint, but only literally for one day, for you to wake up.
So in your opinion, is this as strong as before?
Or stronger.
Stronger?
Yeah. Strong. Well, once it's healed.
So once it's healed, the chance of this rupturing again, it's probably going to tear the muscle before I tear the tendon.
Well, we were talking in the car before on how many we've done, and I've probably done 400 or 500 of these. And out of those, we've had 2 or 3 re-ruptures, and always in the beginning.
Fair enough. I'll be back training in 2 weeks.
No, but that's quite realistic. You'll be back training quickly.
Yeah.
Train your legs, train your cardio, do some swimming, do stuff like that, and then I would stay off really strengthening exercise for the first, definitely first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But you've got a lot of reserve. Your body's not going to deteriorate that fast.
Yeah.
It's obviously for the fight, you would have been better without the injury.
Yeah, of course.
But it just happened, so we have to deal with it now.
Okay, so we're operating at, it's just gone 3 now, we're operating at 4:30.
I think so. We're available, so whenever.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
Basically, I think the room's still busy now. So.
Right, so we just spoke to the surgeon. I'm literally, no cameras allowed in there, but they've got GoPros on. I think they'll give us the footage. So if anyone doesn't want to see me opened up, then I suggest you look away now because there's some footage coming up. But yeah, 4:15. I don't know. So we're going into surgery now. I suppose they're just getting all scrubbed up and everything. They're going to get me in scrubs. So they better hurry up because I've got to train to get home because Alex is cooking a curry for tea. So see you in a bit. Okay.
Sharp prick, sorry for that. Just local anesthetic going in.
Okay, where's that going? Into a nerve?
No, this is the skin.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Alright, don't worry about it.
Do we have a gauze? Can you get me a gauze, please?
Yeah, sure.
What is this going in?
This is the local anesthetic.
And this is what's going to block the nerve, is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, is it hurting you or just pressure?
Fine now.
Easy to inject? Sorry, sir.
Ah!
Really sorry. Is it still hurting or is it gone?
Oh,
Is it hurting or is it gone?
it's gone.
Are you feeling anything in your arm now?
It's just starting to go numb.
So this is all done. So what we'll do is in about 15-20 minutes, when we will be ready to take you inside, your arm is going to be completely numb and we'll do the checks.
5 minutes later.
Alright, here we go. The arm is completely numb. I'll just move my little finger. And that, oh, I can move a few fingers. Are we still alright doing this? We can still feel my fingers? Right, okay. And we're here. In the theatre. Hey guys. Hey everyone, you okay? Awesome. Looking forward to this. And there it is. There's my hostel scene. Where I get tortured for an hour.
Yeah.
See, that's what scares me.
Oh, no,
Is I can't
okay.
move my fingers.
Thank you.
And they're about to rip the arm open.
So you will feel them doing something, it shouldn't hurt you. If it hurt you, I've got the...
So I can feel that, but you're saying it shouldn't hurt.
Yeah, is it cold? Can you move your arm? You have any control of your arm?
I can move my fingers.
No, the arm. Can you bend your arm? That's good, that's fine.
Right, we're, I don't know, 10 minutes in. You having fun there, Roger?
I'm loving it. This is my favorite operation.
This is your favourite? Of all the operations you've done in your life, is this your favourite?
Yeah, it is. Well, when I operate cyclists, I'm having more fun, but they'll do it.
It's a bit surreal that you've literally got a gouge in my arm and
It's going very well.
reattach
Got
the tendon.
Can you see the tendon here? On it? Can you put your arm on it? This is the tendon.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely.
That's the tendon, we're just suturing it now. But your tendon has really good quality, so it's only really the insertion. Like you said, you're too strong for the tendon.
Yeah. They give me a little bit of sedation because the pain marker was about 4 out of 10. So the local anaesthetics worked, but there's no exact science to sedation. You know, half the adrenaline will work for some. Full adrenaline will only work for half. The disappointing thing out of everything is I'm not going to be able to make home for my curry at 7:30, which I booked with the wife. So I'll have to send her a voice note to slow down that curry. Yeah, it's 2 out of 10.
Ready? This is the little button that's going to hold your tendon. That little button here.
What do I do?
That's going to hold your tendon.
Swallow?
You'll see it afterwards.
This is told to hold your tendon in place.
Okay. So that's the little button that's going to hold my tendon in place. So I have the utmost faith and the utmost regard for this gentleman. 400 plus surgeries, doing bicep attachment, so I can't argue. You know, I'm in good hands.
Your phone safe.
Yeah, I must say that, you know, most athletes will have an injury like this and they'll just be like, oh, put me to sleep. You know, just get it done and dusted, wake up and I can get a journey home. But it just delays the process. You know, I can get home, I'll sober up in an hour, I can watch TV, I can relax, I can sleep well, wake up fresh as a daisy, and then day one is day one of recovery. I've got a hyperbaric chamber being delivered at 10:30. Couldn't come at a better time because hyperbaric treatment is literally one of the best things you can do for recovery. Just about move my thumb the tiniest bit, as you can see there. But literally everything else has gone completely numb. You've just missed the drilling into the bone, I think. I just saw a big Black & Decker come in. with a 10mm diamond tip, titanium. Whoa! So what does that do? Go straight through the bone?
Yeah, so we drilled a couple of holes in your bone.
Yeah.
This drill is also like a needle. Sorry, this pin is also like a needle.
Yeah.
And now we're going to put the sutures through the needle. So now we're going to pull those sutures through. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take an X-ray and we're done.
Whoa.
30 minutes.
What time is it? It is
5:30.
6:30.
6:30. We start at 6 now.
6:30.
So half an hour.
Let's wrap it up. I've got a 7 p.m. train. Well, it wasn't as torturous as I thought it was. So he reckons I can get this off Saturday, start moving it, start the rehab, which is great. That tells me they've really successful job. There's no damage to the muscle. It's just a tendon detachment, and I'll be back operating. I'm thinking 2 weeks. Start doing some very, very, very light weights, like 2.5 kilos, and then just every week just build it up, build it up, build it up. I want to get back to the boxing as quick as I can. Thing is, if you do this once, fine. Do it twice, that tendon gets shorter. Do it 3 times, it gets even shorter. 4th time, you probably can't even reattach it. So, got to be careful. But I'm happy. It's a success. I'm glad that's out of the way. And I'm just about to say I'm looking forward to my dinner, and here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. One of them things, obviously not something I wanted to go through, not something I wanted to happen, but it's happened and I've dealt with it. Now it's done, move forward, only thinking positive. I'm already on the train down here. I was already writing out my program for the training, for the rehab, rewritten my diet. I've texted my training partners, so that they've got things to pull out of the bag and get in place, ready for the comeback. And I enjoy this. It's a good old saying. This is pressure. This is hard, but pressure makes diamonds. Make the most of it. Alright, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon. Big love, the beast. See you later.